Leo, I'm trying to do a reading. Hello, Virgo, and welcome to your love, your heart and soul reading for February 2018. And Leo is a little bit distracted by my floozy and flimmery and frilly black dress. Okay, so you know Leo, right? My little assistant. Okay, so Virgo, I wanted to start this video off all serious and regal, but here we are. Okay, Virgo, have you watched your career reading? I'm doing it differently now. This is your love reading. You got a reading a few days ago about career and life purpose because I just wanted to see how it goes doing those two very different and separate readings, because I know career and how we project ourselves outward into the world is really, really important, and then love is so important as well. Okay, so those of you who don't know me, who are new, I'm Natasha, also known as the Empress of Wands, and I try to enlighten and inspire and help you fulfill your life's purpose, help you on your journey here, make the best of everything, become the best version of you in all different ways. That's what I try to do on this channel. And I also offer private one-on-one readings. You can write me an email or check below the description box. Right there, there's a link where you can check out my shop and see what I have to offer. Do a reading with me. We get so much more clear and we see everything in a lot of detail. Okay, Virgo, let's go. The Celtic Cross, love, heart, and soul. So this is valid not only for love partners, that is in romance. This is valid for all things of the heart, everything regarding heart and soul and emotions and deep connections to other people. And obviously our romantic partners or ex-partners or future partners are very, very much that as a main subject of this reading, but this may resonate for you and someone you're close to in any which way, family, friend, even work. Okay, so let's go. First two cards, Virgo. Go a little deeper with me, Virgo. Thank you. Let's connect to our higher self. Let's go up, float up really high where there's a lot of light and love. Let's connect to our angels and guides together. Thank you so much for allowing me to trust. Thank you for allowing me to give this message to my beautiful, beautiful Virgo friends out there. Thank you, angels, guides, teachers, masters, and loved ones of the Akashic Record, for giving me truth and clarity. Thank you so much. Two cards for the theme of the month for Virgo. Thank you so much. Here we are. Oh yes, that extra little bit of meditation was good. You are getting interesting cards. Why didn't these come up in the career reading? You're going to get a wealth of abundance in your heart and soul connections. Look at this. This is beautiful. These are two very empowered characters, feeling that they're grounded, feeling that they know where they're at, getting a lot of abundance. And as we're talking about love, getting a lot of love and feeling really good. I mean, these two cards are actually very similar. I think that this queen, this is her. This is the empowered woman. I mean, as characters here, it applies to men and women, obviously. But this is the empowered woman being so grounded and knowing what she has and knowing that she doesn't need anyone else, and any beautiful relationships are just on top of what she already has. So it's actually really good to be empowered and not needing, not needy Okay, if you're empowered first, then your relationships can be so much better and you can give. And I think this month you have a lot to give. This month you're in a good place. February is going to be really good for you regarding love. Absolutely. I think a lot of you who I've worked with have been through some troublesome relationships as well, where you were giving a lot. But this is giving out of a place of empowerment, not someone taking from you. And this is like a double message, you know, a double message of love will be calm and stable and abundant and good and responsible. So this is a level of commitment that you are able to exchange with the other person. So those of you who are hoping for an engagement, those of you who are moving towards more commitment, I think that has a good chance of happening in February, a really good chance. And it's a good time also to think about doing that, to think about where you're at in your relationships, romantic relationships, other relationships with people you're really, really close to, you know, committing in a good way because you have a lot to give and you're in a good place. Very good. And those of you who say, but I'm not in a good place, you will be able to get to a better place in February. That's what these cards are saying. You will be able to stabilize your heart so you can give and receive more. So, very, very good heart opening theme for you, Virgo. Right, let's continue here. Let's see, underlying circumstances, the deep down and recent past. Give me 2 cards here. Thank you so much. Wow, you got another queen. You got another queen. Remember, you got this in your career reading. Go watch the career reading if you haven't done it. This is the second card that came up, and this is the clarity. Your clarity that you are gaining. That's like the common thread in February. It's going to be a month of clarity for you, also in your relationships. And this is like the underlying, the hidden. You may not be aware of it, but you know, you will become clear of exactly what it is that's good, that's bad, where you need to work on, who's good for you, who's bad for you, what you need to shift. This is really, really good. So clarity, clarity, clarity. And maybe because in the recent past, you've kind of said, wow, okay, I understood something came to the surface that I really, really needed to understand. Because this is the embezzlement, the cheater's card, when we're talking about romance and love. This is the typical cheater's card, okay? It doesn't have to be cheating with someone else on you in a relationship. It can also be trying to get away with things that are not quite right. In other relationships that are not romantic here, it can be someone really taking advantage of you, but this is reversed and it's in the past. Reversed in the past. And reversed means you figured it out, it came to the surface, you did something about it, and now you can move on. So if you in the past, and I feel this is recent or further past, if you have still some of this resentment stuck in you, you'll know how to move forward from that. You'll find the clarity to do that. That's clarity, clear vision. This is like, okay, I'm coming through, I'm getting rid of this. I'm not letting my mind, my heart be clouded by past grievances, by past abusive situations, by past heartaches. For you to step into this fully, right? It's important. Let go of it. Let go of it, Virgo. Leave it behind. Let's continue forward. It's looking very, very good, Virgo. With this energy, you can really overcome anything that will be difficult that's coming your way in February, okay? Regarding heart, regarding your conditional and unconditional love. Love should never be conditional, should it? Okay, let's see what you are thinking about all this, and let's see what's coming ahead. into your life, what's coming up as real opportunities, as real happenings. Thank you so much. Can't we have a single reading without the Emperor or the Devil, Virgo? Not a single one. Okay, but that's all right. Okay, you know, we're over getting upset when the Emperor or the Devil comes, aren't we? Because they will keep coming in and out, in and out. Instead of in and keeping them, it's like out the other side. So the Eight of Pentacles reversed for you, and what you are thinking, what's going on in love, it's it's almost like you don't believe that things can be so good. You don't believe that you can step into your power so much. It's like, are you seeing it? Are you thinking, wow, is this really possible for me? Can I really do it? Okay, because this is a mindset of, oh, I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know how my flow is really going to be so empowered and so good and so bountiful. So the only thing that's holding you back from this as of now is that. And that can again lead to this energy. And you know, the Emperor reversed, when the Emperor reversed comes up, it can be one or of two situations. It can be either that again in your relationship, someone is trying to push you down, okay? That you are not empowering yourself as much as you could. And the second thing that just popped into my mind with this is the support that you have been wanting and needing. Maybe that's not coming as much as you wish. And the third message, the third message here for this is the one who empowers him or herself sometimes has to let go of a supporting circumstance. For example, we know that if we're in a marriage and the other person is like the provider and we have a good life all around us, you know, lots of money, a house. When we empower ourselves and want to do things our way, we have a fear of losing that. We have a fear of losing that. Okay, the camera just stopped a few minutes ago, so I actually continued this reading, did 2 more cards, and then noticed the camera was gone. So I am now doing this again. I was at this point, I had shuffled, I've got 2 cards that I already explained. I have them face down here because I don't want you to see them yet, but just pretend I shuffled them and I laid them out, and I'm going to read them in a moment. But I was on the third message that I got for this. So the third message is this, what it might mean to you. A funny way to interpret this, I know, but I am getting this as the sugar daddy. We're talking about love. It's the Emperor. It's a big authority who maybe gives you everything you need, but who maybe takes some things as well. So this reversed, it's like maybe this new empowerment of yours will cause you to lose the sugar daddy effect. Just for some of you, and maybe in some cases, because sometimes we compromise ourselves. So we stay in stability, so we stay fed, so we stay in abundance because the other person is bringing us that abundance. For example, we don't want to lose the stability. So this is a little bit of that effect. Maybe you're afraid that the other person who is also the provider or giving you some stability, right, will not like it. If you get too smart, if you get too empowered, if you get too, you know, if you talk about what it is that you want and you need. All right, so this is just a little bit of resistance there. And those of you who do have a sugar daddy, think about if you're making a trade-off that's not good for you in the end. Just to put it out there. You usually don't do that, but you know, it's something like that, a little tiny bit of resistance, which is okay, which is just maybe some of the old karma that is coming up for you to make a good decision on, to release that old negative karma and to come into your full power of being abundant in the flow and love just being so good, which it truly can be. And that brings us to the next few cards, which I'll just turn over like this. All right, because after the camera failed, I turned them back over like this. So these are the cards that came out, and I want you to take a look at this. This is an interesting trio. This is the blocks that you might be facing, the problems, that's this position, and this is the other person. So when I saw this, I thought, wow, this is very interesting. This could be massive resistance of the other person, going a little contraire, because look at this, the Emperor reversed and the Ace of Swords side by side. That could be the other person like really wanting to stay in control and saying, it's my way or no way. This represents the other person, and this can go absolutely, completely two different ways. This could be, yes, a new beginning. This is victory, the other person supporting you, the other person really being with you here. Or it could be the other person saying, this is my way. It's my way or the highway, baby. I am the emperor. I am the king. And, you know, if you don't do what I say, then bad luck to you. Then I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to like it. Okay, so but sometimes, you know, it's just you doing your thing and you being so in the flow and you wanting to commit, the other person maybe rebelling a little bit against that. Okay. Anyway, I see that there could be some resistance there. Someone not wanting to listen quite as much as you want to transmit to them. Okay, so there's a little bit of resistance here, but like I said, it could be temporary resistance and afterwards total support of that person. You just have to convince them a little bit. You just have to make a breakthrough. So this is a very interesting situation, because look at this trio and this trio. This is you, this is the other person. And look at you. 2 queens trump the Emperor. +1. That's like 3 powerful energies here against 1. Okay, this is only one person with this energy here, but like this, I think you're going to be on top. You're going to be really, really on top. You're going to really get into the flow, and no one can really stop that for you next month in February. That's what I feel. So it's very interesting. But of course, you want to be loved back. You don't want, you know, you don't want there to be a power struggle. You don't. And it doesn't have to be. It really doesn't have to be. You know, the best way to overcome a power struggle is through love. It's really through love. Not putting yourself down, but through love. If you can't beat him, love him. Okay, well, let's continue here to see how the story unfolds in the end. It's too bad the first time around I felt I explained it a bit better, but okay. I don't know why this camera keeps copping out sometimes. It's maybe too many energies floating around here, zzz, you know. Okay, Virgo, let's continue the last 2 cards. The last 2 cards. Give me 2 more cards here. Thank you. Oh, wow. Look at that. This is a good outcome that you're getting. You're getting a good outcome. Wow, look. The Emperor, the Hierophant here. 2 queens. The only thing is this. 9 of Swords reversed. In the position of your law of attraction, your hopes and dreams, what you want. So I think you are still maybe thinking a little too negatively in terms of what it is that you want. Maybe you're thinking, I don't want struggle, instead of thinking, I want bliss. Right? You know, that effect of what it is that you want. Sometimes you just want to get out of negative thought cycles. You want to kind of, your goal is to eliminate stress. But the second thought has to be, okay, I want to eliminate stress. This is eliminating stress and negativity and doubts and problems in your love flow. You want to eliminate them. But then the next step has to be, what do you want to attract? Okay, you want to eliminate this, but then you want to attract happiness, love, sunshine. That's why when a card like this in this position, it's like you're a little bit too focused on what it is you want to eliminate. But you're getting the Hierophant at the end, as the end result, and that really actually goes well with this. The Hierophant is you actually coming out in your flow, and the resistance being overcome. The resistance. It sounds like Star Wars here. That's so funny. The resistance, the force. But you know, Star Wars is true. We are living it. That's why I love Star Wars from the first, because, you know, the whole philosophy behind it is really true, Virgo. It is. So the force is with you in February. Dun dun, the force is with you. That means you're going to come out with a very powerful, very committed, very strong end result. Okay, you're going to get that. I think you're going to get that solid, nurturing flow in your love and heart relationships. Because the Hierophant is like where everything settles down, like this conflict, everything that's going on. I think because you've gained clarity and you've come through, you've overcome. So I think that you will actually really be able to come to a place of calmness, come to a place of support, come to a place of solidity. Those of you who, I think, did I mention that in the beginning? I forgot already. Engagement, marriage, commitment in a positive way. That is really coming around next month, or in February, right? I'm still in January now. So February, I think, is going to be the month of solidifying your heartfelt connections. Okay, and that little bit of resistance, okay. All right, you have to overcome that. You got to be strong. You got to just stand your ground, okay? You got to stand for what it is that you want and that you believe. And, you know, if it is a relationship that's not good, then you will, in the end, if it's a relationship that really, really cannot be repaired, then you're going to come to a place of knowing what it is that you want exactly as well, because the Hierophant is really good. The Hierophant is about being solid and grounded and being in a rightful place and being in a place of support. That's good. So I believe the environment will support you if you decide to break it off. That happens sometimes. I mean, there's many of you. And I know many of you have been in relationships that are not good anymore for a long, long, long time. So if that's what this is, your sugar daddy, or if you were the sugar daddy or mommy or whatever, having to go, then okay, then it's going to be a good decision in the end. You're going to come out good. That's what I believe. You're going to really come out good. So whichever way it is, because, you know, you're starting with this, it's always interesting to see what you start with, what the first card is and what the last card is. The end result card and the first card. I mean, look at this. This is like solid, good, positive earth energy. So in all your love relationships, in all your heartfelt connections, in all your soulful relationships, you're going to be in the flow, and the flow is going to be solid, good results, grounded, leading to a beautiful commitment, leading to a beautiful structure in what it is that you're doing. Very, very abundant. Maybe it's the time to get married. The Hierophant. I mean, the Hierophant traditionally, you know, the cards always mean something slightly different, but traditionally the Hierophant in love readings, it's about marriage, right? Reversed, it's about undoing the commitment. This is about doing the commitment. And marriage is the traditional thing. Of course, it doesn't have to be marriage. If it's, for example, if for you it's a relationship with, you know, a parent or a child or something like that, it can be like solidifying and coming together in a beautiful way, committing in a beautiful way with that person. You know, finding a way you can live together, be together, you know, have a flow in that relationship that's good for everyone, where there's a good structure. Sometimes you need boundaries too. I mean, look at this. This is structure. There are boundaries there, but we do need those in every relationship, right? Parent-child. If you're taking care of your sick parent, then, and the sick parent has been, you know, overpowering you with their helplessness. You know, sometimes neediness, helplessness, or like weakness is a huge strength. Someone we love, they're weak and helpless. what can we do? We're like, oh my God, you know? So it could be that has been bothering you, and you'll be able to come to a place of a really good relationship with structures and boundaries where you'll feel good. Okay? So this is interesting. You can really take this many different ways. Many different ways. And for the singles, wow, for the singles, meeting someone who can be your forever is absolutely possible with this scenario here. Totally, totally possible. It could be even that you have several different opportunities, and this one is just like, okay, you gotta choose well, choose wisely, and really listen to your intuition. So Virgo, very interesting and very positive reading. Watched it a few times. I know it's a lot of information. Sometimes I think the Celtic Cross is too much information, and it might seem that it's all over the place, but please leave me your comments down below if you like these 2 readings, or if you liked the soul reading that I did in January better. Let me know. You guys got to tell me what you like, how you like these readings done, what works, what doesn't for you, what you prefer. I listen to it, and I try to adjust, you know, to make sure that you're happy. Anyway, so thank you. This is to you. Oh my goodness, what? Oh, yeah. Oh, he's really, oh, my poor little guy. I'm sorry. Did I startle you? Anyways, he's coming to say goodbye as well, little Leo. So I wish you a wonderful month of February. I know. Ciao. Look, Leo, look. I know, yeah. Oh my goodness, what's going on? Okay, I gotta tend to this cat. See you.